Hey guys, here we are. Okay, so Geeks and Gamers put out a video, and the video was about this guy here. See that face? Get it in your head. Get it that face inside of your noggin. Okay, his name is Carl Reiner, Riemer, Riemer. He's got a YouTube channel, and I got suspended from Twitch. Don't do what I did. Okay. So let's get into it. He had been drinking, and he had a loaded gun next to his hand, and he lives in this bedroom by the looks of it, and he makes a living playing video games. And he had been drinking, and then he starts to touch and massage the gun, and then he grabs the gun, whatever. I don't know all the details. I don't really care. But he shot the gun. Maybe on mistake. Maybe he thought it was not loaded. I don't know. I don't care. He shot a gun while he was streaming, drunk, playing video games, whatever. And now he's come out. It looks like there's a bunch of people coming out and yipping and yapping about YouTubers' life over for this. Okay, so I guess you're going to be able to looky at what happened. Now, is there a possibility that this is all a sham, a scam, a sham? That he knew that all this would happen, and then he'd become super famous, and people would realize that actually nothing did happen. He learned his lessons. He was a good boy, and it's possible. It is possible that he is the scam of Earth. It is. It's possible. He's just doing this for attention. It worked, and now he's in everybody's faces and everybody's eyeballs and in everybody's brain. I'm not going to go with any of that. Okay? I'm going to pretend that this is a dumb, young child with an empty brain, and he's probably making too much money sitting at a fucking table playing video games, and he's bored, and he's stupid, and he's bored, and he's stupid, and then I don't know. A man who's bored and stupid, that's a fucking, a nuclear bomb ready to explode. A stupid, bored young man. Now, so stupid knows no gender, Anyway, so I'm just going to pretend it's all real, and so on. So after he did the shooty, I don't know what happened to the stream. I think it went dark. People, got extracted the video, and then the video went viral. But then he came to the YouTube, right? 850. He's a big YouTuber, so he's making the money. And I guess he was making more money over on Twitch. I don't know. These people who sit in their basements and fucking play video games all day, every day, that's a thing. It's a way to make a living these days. I don't understand all the things, but I don't need to. I'm old, and this is beyond me. I mean, like, a couple of people doing it I could see, but I guess it's like everybody's doing it now, just playing video games and talking to people. I know, I guess I'm sort of doing it now here too. I get it. Okay, being a bit of a hypocrite, but sitting in a basement, being stupid and drunk, and have a big fat wallet, and you just get cocky. You think you're actually providing something to planet Earth, when this is all, I don't know. It's a manufactured reality for sure. You're not creating, like it's a super fake computery existence, and it's weird. And you better have good friends, good life. You better know when to say turn off the computer and go fuck the wife, and then play with the kids and all that kind of stuff. Otherwise, your brain is going to turn into basement dwelling computer game fucking drinking, playing with gun retard. Now, I'm going to tell a story. I went to a party, and it was a house wrecker, when I was very young, 13, 14 years old, with all my friends. And we only lasted at that party for like maybe a half an hour because everything was being torn apart. Like literally, people sat on the kitchen table and then it collapsed, and there was like 1,000 kids in this house. So it was a house wrecker. That's where the term comes from. It's a house wrecker, and everything was getting wrecked. So then, obviously, the kid who's hosting the party gets freaked out and kicks everybody out. It's all done. Music turns off, and go, 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 go. Okay? So we were only there for a short period of time. But, that's the life of kids going from party to party, and you hear and you get the rumor, and then everybody shows up, and ba ba ba. Now, which is stupid in itself. I have no idea how old this kid is. Um, but so that and at that party there was a couple of there are two guys from my school, from my high school, and we were in a foreign school's territory. So you group up with the people that you know, or at least that you've seen around. They were friends of friends. I had a close friend who was friends with them, and I was just an acquaintance. Okay, two guys. I didn't know this at the time, but they have been best friends their entire existence. They grew up as neighbors from babyhood, all the way up until this point in life. They were joined at the hip. They were so best friends that they were literally kind of like brothers, and they would literally have family photos. You know how you go into the family studio and you get your family portraits? Well, they were literally part of each other's family. That's how close these two guys were. This is early high school, early mid-high school. And guess what happened the next weekend? They're dead. George and Jason were their names. George and Jason. Friends, like 13, 14 years old, now dead. Following weekend. Why? This is what we think. At another house party, right? This was a party, all upstairs, right? These two wandered into the basement. They were at a party, stranger party. These were just guests. They went into the basement, and they found a gun. This is my guess. One actually pointed it at the other head and pulled the trigger as a joke. They were drunk. They pull out the gun, pointed at the head, pulled the trigger. Boom. No more head. And then suicide. Oh my God, what did I do? What did I do? Suicide. That's what everything leads to. Playing with a gun, going boom, no more head, and then suicide. Best friends. The entire everything, all of Canada knew about this thing. All of Canada knew about this. This was national news. Certainly, it took over my town, my province, my well, I went to the funeral. George and Jason, and I went with my good friend. Right? Admittedly, I kind of went more for her. Had it not been for her, I wouldn't have gone. But I went to support my best friend. And yeah, that's that. They lived in my best friend lived in the same neighborhood as them. We all went to the same high school, but I was not quite in the same. I was in kind of the opposite direction. She actually went to public school with them, same age, same class. So she went to primary school with these two kids. Again, it was drunk, another party, find a gun, play with the gun, dead number one, and oh my God, what did I do? Now dead number two. It's just that simple. Okay, so this guy, again, I'm pretending that everything is on the up and up and up and up and up. Listen to me carefully. I am deleting from the equation, that this is just some scam that some loser in a basement has pulled off in order to become super mega extra famous. I'm deleting that from the equation. It's still possible. Anything is possible. I'm not saying that this guy is a super good guy. I'm not saying that at all. I'm deleting the possibility that this is just some stupid dumbass that did something stupid and dumb for attention. Because stupid and dumb. Okay, what about in Canada? Another kid like this, a rappy rapper, wannabe loser, probably even younger than this kid, stupid to the extreme. In Canada, just recently, like a month ago, stupid. He gets his buddy to film, or no, he stands up on the plane, on the fucking airplane, puts on a a mask, and says, "I'm not feeling very well. I've just got back from Wuhan, China, coronavirus." He was doing the. He was literally, and he actually got interviewed. He said he did it for attention for his rap music career. He said, the way the world works now, the only way to get attention to my fantastic music, which is probably garbage, but anyway, my fantastic budding career as an entertainer is to do something extraordinarily stupid. His words came from his brain, his stupid little brain, out of his stupid little mouth. He said, I did it on purpose to bring attention to myself and my rap music. White guy, by the way. Now, does anybody care? Does anybody know? Is his music? I don't give a fuck. He literally admitted to doing this. So don't tell me that it's not a possibility. These dumbasses are doing anything for attention, to bring attention, to do the fame. So this guy could be just another scumbag. Or lying and to do this. But anyway, I'm deleting that from the equation, which is a very strong possibility. I'm deleting it from the equation, and I'm pretending that this guy is just a good guy that made a mistake, a grave mistake, paid the price by he got canceled. He got canceled, and so he should. But now he apologized profusely for it, and now he just wants to move on. But again, is this a scam? Like, is he telling the truth? What is going on? What is going on? I don't know. But I don't, like, if indeed this was a mistake and he learned a lesson and he's going to be able to move forward with life and so on and so on. But it is an important conversation, being drunk and stupid and playing with guns. Don't be drunk and play with guns. They're not toys. Now, again, is it a scam to just get eyeballs on him? I wouldn't put anything past the internet. The internet, the human race is capable of anything, including... Now, he's going to have to be a super mega good liar for a long period of time. Or maybe he's just going to be, maybe just lie for a few months to get through the wishy-washy, the wavies. And then he'll continue to ride his success. I'm sure it'll come up little bits here or there the rest of his life. But maybe he'll just, hide that lie deep down inside. Or maybe it's true. Maybe it was just a really stupid, dumb kid who did a really stupid, dumb thing, got kicked to the curb, and has learned a lesson and wants to enter life again as a fucking basement-dwelling video game player, whatever the fuck. In a fucking winter coat. Don't you have heat down there in the basement? Like I said, I just told you a story. Like, if he is going to just try to use a story like what happened to me in my past, to those kids, George and Jason, if he's going to use that kind of story, manufacture a type of story like that to get famous, well, that's a thing. Just like my kid over here, and look it up. I'm not going to look it up for you. You're a big boy. You can look things up. Like I said, this white kid, little tiny twerp, rapper, fucking loser buddy up here in Canada, like literally fakes, a coronavirus scare on an airplane, and they turned around and all the things. Hey, on an airplane, all the things, right, that come along with that. Oh, he don't care. He's just doing this to get famous. You have to do crazy things to get eyeballs on you. The internet is just too competitive, and if you do something super, 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 mega crazy, then you get the eyeballs, and you just manufacture it. You just sit there and dream while you're masturbating into your sock. How can I frickin' get all the eyeballs on me? How can I get all the eyeballs on me? It certainly happens. Right? But, again, pretend it's real. And it was just a regular, stupid white guy who had been drinking and played with a gun and shot it into, thankfully, nothing. Or the wall or something down there. I don't know. I don't know if he's going to show us the gun hole or what, or I don't know. But anyway, like I said, whether or not he's exploiting my, the accidental... Oh, crap.
Call from WLKR.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Could you speak up?
No,
just cancel it.
Okay. I think it's
as long as it's bread machine, just do quick.
Just do
traditional, the regular. No, just cancel that.
Okay,
thank you.
Okay, you too.
Okay,
Bye
you
now.
too. Bye now. That was my grocery store, who... I shouldn't be showing you all that. That's personal information, but whatever. That's my grocery store. I order my groceries, and then they call me with changes, edits, and deletions. And then we chat for a bit, and then I just go pick it up. They do the shopping for me. Costs $3. I mean, this is the future, folks. This is the future. Future. Okay? It's the future. Just seriously, and I'm telling you, I wanted to show you guys how this works. You go onto the website and you can sort it by all the deals and all the specials and all the deals and all. You can sort and sort and sort. I'm going to go through this with you guys sometime. But this is the perfectest thing ever. I can't believe I just discovered it. Order online. You can sort by all. You can save so much fucking money. You can, when you go to the grocery store, it's chaotic and you see a sale now and again, and maybe you kind of look at the flyer and kind of here and kind of there. It's kind of crazy, and it's just like you just fucking want to leave. Oh, fuck off! I want to go. Just get out of my way. That sort of shit. Well, here you can nice and peacefully. You can look at all the things and everything, all the things. You can look at everything. And just sort by all the specials. Make sure you get all the specials. You got your cabinet right here. If you're wondering if you need some more of X, Y, or Z, you can do it. You can save all the money. You can stock up on all the things. And guess what? You pay by credit card. You get your grocery cart. You go to the cupboard and you unload it. It's all labeled perfectly labeled. I mean, beyond perfect. It's actually over labeled with your name on it and the whole bit. Everything is too perfect. Actually, they put it in too many bags. But I mean, you literally go pick it up, load up your car, and that's it. It's like a drive-through for groceries. Drive-through for groceries. And we'll do it together sometime. But it's just so incredibly awesome that I don't know if this is these people interviewing each other, or I don't know what's going on. Don't know, don't care. But anyway, we'll go through that sometime. Anyway, so this, like I said, this guy. And by the way, if you think that, oh my goodness, he doxed himself, how terrible. I've got, Gary Projects is all over everything, and I've got my entire home address, on the contact form. So slow the fuck down with your, I dox myself every single time I open my mouth. There's my address. You want to come over and if you want to send me a bunch of money in the mail, just send it to my home address. Oh my God, you're not supposed to do that. Well, okay, whatever. You're going to get haters and they're going to come over and stalk you. Well, if they want to come up to small town Canada and stalk me, well, they deserve a little good stalking because you're going to come all that way to fucking come to a small town in Canada to stalk me and make it hell for me. You go right ahead. Anyway, so, like I said, I don't like. So he did an extraordinarily stupid thing, and he extraordinarily apologized for it, and then he got extraordinarily canceled. But people are going down the road of he apologized, let's move on. He apologized, let's move on. And I agree, but you should also. But I don't want. The only thing that anybody should be taking about any of this. Now, it's possible, like I said, if this is a scam, is it a bad one? That's up for you to decide. I would say, well, bringing light to being stupid and drunk and playing with guns, he didn't hurt anybody, but there is a lesson that's going to come out of this from everybody. And he appears to be dealing with it in the correct way by apologizing the fuck out of the apologies. Just one string of I was an idiot, I was an idiot, I was an idiot, I was an idiot. Thank God nobody got hurt. Thank God nothing happened. Thank God, thank God. I'm an idiot, I'm an idiot, I'm an idiot. My comment, by the way, to his thing was, now is the time to convert your life into a gun safety life full of education and interviews. Do this until you've paid your debt. And then you can go back to fucking be a loser in the basement playing video games. Start with interviewing victims of playing with guns. And then I sort of P.S. 2 kids in my high school died from this. Playing with guns is a real thing. And you could, literally create a new life, at least temporarily. You could go to all the education, call up all the gun everythings, gun safety everythings, and talk to them, have interviews with them, go do the training, bring your live stream, convert your life, your video-y life into gun safety, at least for the time being. And then you can slowly dig back into the fucking, I'm a loser in the basement playing video games. Please, wife and future kids, come and love me. I don't know. I don't know how this. I don't know. Like this. You can say it's just like a game. We just sit and play video games for 8 hours a day. It's just like any other job. Okay. Well, it's just there's something. At least other jobs have other people involved in them. Well, we've got fans that we talk to back. Okay, I don't know. There's just something unnatural about this and crazy that could lead to fucking people going crazy in basements and whatever. I'm glad you're making money or whatever. I don't know. Stop judging me because I'm old and out of date. This is just fucking weird. So So yeah, I was just thinking. Sorry, I got distracted. Anyway, I just wanted to add my 2 cents worth in. Like everybody's going to be adding theirs. It seems like everybody's coming out to this guy's defense because he apologized. That's another little lesson here. Everybody can be forgiven. It's how you go about doing it. If you're like, it wasn't me, it's all them. You know, when, there's just an infinity number of examples here. Just, fuck up, admit that you fucked up, and then pay back. And that's what I was talking about. You have to pay this back by gun safety education. That's what you do. That's how you fix this. First of all, you fix it for yourself, and then you can make some money along the way and create some friends in the gun safety world and go talk to them and talk to them and talk to them and talk to them and do it and do the courses and get off your ass and go outside and go to the gun ranges with the gun safety people and do all the gun safety everything. Do all the gun safety everything. Go, 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 go. Do. Talk, do live streams, do this, do that. Do fundraising events to victims. Talk to the victims. Talk to people who, like the parents of George and Jason. I'm sure there's everything is dedicated to everything. I'm sure it's all out there. All you got to do is reach it, and then you pay back. That's how you pay society back for wrongdoings. I think that's and it's a moral way, and it's voluntary. Obviously, you don't have to do it. Nobody's putting a gun to your head. But once you sort of outdo the negative that you, and what negative did you do? Well, you were showing off like an asshole. But I mean, just you flip it to a good thing. That's really how it should be done. Even murderers get out of prison, right? Murderers get out of prison, but you can turn this into like a good positive thing. Really, anything can be. I used to do heroin all day every day, and then I quit, and now I help other people stop doing heroin. Right? So yes, yeah. I don't know what else to say about this, to be honest. I guess I should maybe talk about what I talked about on the phone. There was, I order sort of excess stuff in case they're out of one thing, then I get the other. So there was a box of cereal that they were out of, and I said just cancel it because I've ordered multiple others, all the ones that were on sale, right? I'm telling you, you save so much money doing this. And same thing with the soup. I'll just cancel it. But the bread, yeah, I make my own bread with a bread maker. I'm telling you, it's one of the best things ever. You ever run out of actual bread, then you can just throw some flour and some water. There's multiple different recipes, but you just have that little tiny bit of flour or yeast that you just dump a little bit with your flour, and it mixes up, and it makes a great loaf of bread. Fucking fantastic. Now you have to eat it right away. It's not so great for a single guy like me, but if you have multiple people, or even just cut it in half, and give half to the neighbor, right? Cut it in half, give half to the neighbor if you can't eat it all in one day. It should be really eaten up. It can last longer than that, but there's no preservatives and stuff, and it's just really it's flour and water, a little bit of sugar. The basic white loaf is just going to be white flour, water, sugar, and a little tiny bits of sugar, as much as you want. If you want it sweet, then you can add extra. But yeah, so yeah, just learn. Life is going to be full of mistakes. He got lucky and shot nothing, or just shot the wall or whatever. I haven't seen the video. I'm just the internet is talking about this incident, And it's so incredibly important to, like, to don't treat fucking guns like fucking. I'm telling you, when George and Jason, the beautiful kids, by the way, two, like I said, best friends from baby, from 0 years old all the way up to, let's just call ourselves 15. And now they're dead. Oh, look, here's a gun. Boom. Oh my God, what did I do? Boom to the self. That's what everybody thinks. That's what everybody's going with. They were at another house party the very following weekend that I was with them at. Another house party, and then they're by themselves in the basement. And obviously they found a gun. They played with it, and now the one did something so bad that the other one killed themselves. And by the way, don't do that. No matter how bad you've done in your life, you can turn around. Mankind loves a redemption story. Mankind loves the turnaround. You don't have to go to the ends of the earth with the guilt. Don't do that, no matter how bad it is. And I'm telling you, it can be extremely bad, and you can still turn your life around. Now, maybe you'll be doing it from behind bars, but you can still cure cancer back there. Write a book, write apology letters to everybody, constantly do some poetry. You can still turn your life around. Write the next great American novel from the fucking serial killer from prison. Write your autobiography and help others. Whatever. You can still do it no matter how bad you've gone. And this isn't that bad. At the end of the day, hey, everybody makes mistakes. You want to know something? You look down, and then you look up, and then you just ran somebody over. I'm just saying, mistakes happen all the time. And it's really kind of a part of life. We can't be perfect all the time. Give yourself a fucking break. Let it go. You hang your head in shame, as you should, but move on. And then make amends. See, that's the big part. That's the good, cool part of the turnaround here. Making the amends. Turning the negative into a positive. And no matter what you've done, you can still do it. No matter how crazy, how insane, no matter how nuts it is, you can still turn it around. And I'm sure that this guy could be full of stories on his YouTube channel or Twitch or whatever the fuck. And just, like I said, for at least now, delete the video games, all of them. Do that in your spare time. And now you're dedicated to gun safety, at least for a little while. And then you can slowly bring back the video games if you want. If the video game people will have you back. That's another thing, too. I don't know how any of this works. I don't really care. I don't play video games, and I think, cooped up in basements is not a good place. Playing video games is not a good place for men to plant themselves. They should be out there with the ladies and the people and the other guys, and this artificial retracting from life and becoming this artificial whatever doesn't sound too good. It's nice that you got you're moving around with a punching bag, but I don't know. Look at all these fucking animals. I'm glad you had a gun, though. You should. Everybody should have a gun, but everybody should also know that it's not a toy, and that you don't play with it, especially when you've been drinking. And you should, I hope my story, that's a little one. Let me pull it up for you. George and Jason Brantford. I wonder if it'll be the first. I remember George Janos was his last name. Brantford expositors are time to move after 75 years. No, that's too long. Wow, this is really old news. So, murder, suicide. Holy crap. Murder, George. Wow, see, this is what happens. Big news when you're a kid, but this is murder, suicide in Brantford. Um, see, there's nothing recent about this story, and why is Google being a shit show? Come on, Google, do better. Is this story like doesn't exist? That everybody deleted it from their websites? I used to be able to pull it up. What do we got here? Probably nothing by the looks of it. God, I hate Facebook. GeoCities, remember that? Wow. Okay, so you kill your buddy and then you kill yourself, and then nobody can even, find the news story later on. That's not him. There's nothing. King George is the name of a road. George and Jason. George Janos. George. Wow, what complete and utter garbage, Google. See, you keep manipulate so much that you literally have now, you're no longer even useful. Jeremy and Jason? Did I get the names wrong? Jeremy and Jason? No, these are old people. I don't We're not doing old people. Maybe I got their names wrong. I don't know. Anyway, I'm done looking for it. Well, it's sad because it happened. I was there. Maybe you can find it. George, it's just Brantford, Ontario, Canada. It's a small town. George and Jason, I'm sure. And it was, oh God, what year would it be? So I would have been, say, 15. So it would have been late 80s. Late 80s. Mid to the late 80s, 1980s. And that's that. But anyway, yeah, just turn that frown upside down. Don't let it get to you. But again, is this some sort of a scam that has blown up and now he's got to, scam his way through the whole thing just to get famous or something? I don't know. Maybe it was a truly just normal dumb thing. Who knows? But it doesn't really matter. It's still worthy of talking about, bringing up the topic of don't play with guns. If you own a gun, you better fucking know how to use it responsibly in every way. Like, why, this is a murder tool. It is a murder tool. It's a tool for murder. You should, like, your automobile can murder people, but it's not designed to do that. When you touch the gun, it should be either murdering people, or learning to murder people. It's a murder tool. That's what it is. So you better get it right. Anyway, I'm gonna call that end. And yeah, just, it's sad that I couldn't find their, it used to be everywhere. In our Brantford Expositor newspaper, everybody knew about it, but, 30, 40 years later, nobody cares. And they wouldn't care if you, put it to your head and pulled the trigger. Sure, it's big news for a little while, but then it goes away and it just fades into nothingness. And if anybody does remember you, it's that guy who was playing with a gun and, did something stupid with it. Just don't play with guns. Just don't do it, especially when you're drunk. When you're intoxicated, you don't do intelligent, but you know that. It's all about being a goofy fucking retard, lightheaded and stupid. That's why you do it. That's why you're getting drunk and stoned and all the rest. It's to be I think it's to sort of feel good about being stupid, being okay with being stupid. I don't know what it is, but, yeah. Guns are only for the responsible, and that was completely irresponsible. So yeah, fix yourself, but forgive yourself too. That's a big one too. Forgive yourself, move on, and make amends. That's a thing too. Some people say we just ask God for forgiveness. That's fine, but now do it in real life. I have no problem with the forgiveness, but there's a payback. You got to pay back what you gave. And you could do that very easily here by, like I said, now you are a gun safety channel on Twitch, or no, I think you've been kicked off Twitch, on YouTube. You are now a gun safety individual. You're going to do nothing but that until you've repaid your debt and you've learned yourself. By the way, you've got to go back to school and learn how to use a gun. So you're going to be doing all this stuff, educating yourself, because obviously you need some. But you can put a camera there and maybe get a few YouTube ads and stuff along the way. So anyway, good luck, but just don't play with guns. As soon as I heard this reminded me of high school. And by the way, there was that was one in my high school. There was lots, by the way. There was a kid I got into a fight with, a big bloody fist fight. Huge bloody fist fight. His face was all blood. And the teacher didn't care because he was a dickhead. I didn't fight anybody that didn't deserve it. You know what I mean? But He, well, that's not true. I did fight some people, but it didn't turn into anything. It was just kind of like a little bit of a wrestle, and then it was over. But anyway, actually, I shouldn't say that. I was a prick too. Yeah. Now all the different fights that I've been in, and the times that it was me doing it, and the times not me doing it. Yeah, I've been a prick too. Anyway, um, now I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, I got into a fight with one dude, and then literally, what is it? Um, Maybe about a month later, his brother died. And his brother died sitting, okay, they're driving an automobile. Everybody's drunk. Everybody's drunk. And he rolls down the window, gets out of the vehicle, right? And he sits on the car door. So he is facing the vehicle. His hands are on top of the roof. He is sitting on the door with his legs inside of the automobile, right? Inside the car. He's sitting there like, oh, I'm going to climb out and just sit here with my hands on top of the car. Well, all of his drunk right? All the dummies, all the man dummies, all the fucking retarded fucking young white men, right? So the drunk guy driving the vehicle, turns. Well, there's a corner coming up, and he turns. Well, that turn is momentum for his buddy who's sitting on the car door with his hands on top of the roof, going, "Ooh, wow, isn't this fun?" Well, that turn equals him falling out. And then guess what? Oncoming traffic squishes his head into a pancake. And now he's dead. Now, um, in a microscopic way, I was able to go up to the guy, microscopic guy, and share my condolences because the fight was over. You know, he knew that he was being a prick, but by the sounds of his parents, the parents of these two, probably not much going on there, right? And he was acting out. He would bully everybody and just act like an ass. But you know, like every once in a while, people would have enough, like me, and I punched him in the face until he got a bloody nose, and that was the end of it. Um, but like I said, a month later, his nose is all healed up, and then his brother dies in this stupid way, being drunk, and he's walking down the hall. He's a destroyed human being. This is a destroyed, an absolute zero shell of a human young man, boy, right? Destroyed, zero shell. He's a shell just walking around, and his head is down. He's gone. Like at least when he was bullying people, he was full of life and smacking people upside the head and waving his dick in their face in gym class, you know, locker rooms and shit. He was being a jerk that needed a punch in the face, and I gave it to him. Like he was like literally he'd be changing in the locker room and he'd shove his bare ass in your face, well, you know, or whatever. Just a real jerk. He needed a punch in the face, and I gave it to him. And everybody, even the teacher, was like, "Yeah, he's been asking for it for a while," and just walked on, blood everywhere, and he just ignored it. Just walked on. Yeah, he deserved it. He's been a jerk for a long time, and it's time. He just looked at him, all the blood, and he looked at me, and I looked at the teacher, and looked back, and looked back, and looked back, and he just kept walking, didn't say a thing. Um, but anyways, like I said, a month later, so he's head all hung and just fucking devastated all the things, completely a destroyed human being, and I stopped in front of him. I kind of just stopped as he was kind of approaching, and he looked at me, and then I just nodded my head, yep, like, are you okay? It's all right. Move on with your life. Everything is fine. You know, that's sort of like the microscopic man to man. You know, it's okay. We had a fight. That was a long time ago. Everything's okay. This is more important. Sorry to hear about your brother. All in just one little tiny head nod. And I'm certain he accepted it, but he put his head back down again and continued on. So, yeah, there's all sorts of, I know a lot of dead kids, dead young men, and it's mostly from stupid. Lots of stupid. Drinking drinking and drugs are usually high on the list. It's not the drinking and the drugs that are going to kill you, okay? It's your stupid decisions. It's the drugs and the alcohol make you extra stupid. And then you do extra stupid things. And then you get 6 feet under you become worm food. Okay? You're not going to die of alcohol poisoning, usually. You're not going to die of a drug overdose, usually. That's not it. It is you've turned yourself into a dumbass that does dumbass things. Drinking and driving, playing with guns, using a fucking automobile as a surfboard, and then not understanding how, turning works and gravity and all the sciencey stuff because you're too young and stupid. You could have learned like a super mega smart person said, no, if I sit here and you turn, then I'm going to fall out of the car and then into oncoming traffic and then get my head squished. But you're a stupid kid, and then you add the stupid because, the drunk stupid, and then you do something stupid, and then you no longer have a face. It happens all over the place. Most young men are dead because they're just drunk and stoned and do something stupid. Drinking and driving is a good one. It's all sorts of it. Playing with guns is another, but um, so yeah, just don't be a drunk dumbass. I'm telling you, young men. Yeah, it's woohoo, party, woohoo. Oh, it makes the day go by so much more. It's so much more interesting to fucking to drink and do drugs while I'm sitting here playing video games. It's so cool. It makes it just so much more interesting. It's better. Yeah, but it also makes you a dumbass. That's another thing too. The reason why the thing that you're doing is more interesting when you're stoned is because it's dumb and you have to dumb down your brain to enjoy it more. That's all that's happening, is you're just turning yourself more dumb. Now, there ain't, if used responsibly, whatever, but let me make one thing clear. All you're doing is dumbing yourself down so that, like, oh, look at the pretty lights. Stupid pretty lights is super mega interesting because you've just turned your brain off and now you have a single digit IQ and you were a dumbass before and now you're a super mega dumbass. That's it. That's what the drugs and alcohol are doing for you. Now, not saying you can't do it. I don't, I don't, but I have, but, once you, I don't know, you put everything into perspective, just, I don't know. Drink and do drugs responsibly, in the right time, in the right places. And don't let any of these things, whatever. But when you add guns to the mix, my lord. Like, young men are stupid enough. Punch them in the fucking face and wake them up from their goddamn stupid. Because, god damn it. And by the way, I should probably be dead too. I jumped off a bridge, and I'm not fucking kidding you. Probably 50 feet into the water that was raging towards a broken dam that if I hit anything in any of the wrong way, I would have been dead. Jumping off a bridge into the water, could have very well easily been dead. And all sorts of other young, stupid things. It's all fun and games until somebody loses their face. Well, we do young, stupid things, but wickety, wackety, wackety, wickety, stupid things all the time, and everybody comes out fine each and every time. It's just, you're just rolling the dice, playing the lottery. Eventually, drinking and driving, you will kill someone. Or eventually, being drunk with, playing with your gun, massaging it, play, drunk, 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 drunk. Eventually, it'll come back and bite you in the ass. You're just playing the lottery. But it's so cool to play the lottery. I got a gun right here. I could kill somebody with that gun. Glug, glug, glug. Oh. Whatever, right? So, I don't care about this guy. I care about the philosophy behind it, the ideas behind it. And, just take a particular thing and extract it out to something bigger. And, yeah. What can you learn from somebody else's mistakes, other stuff? And like I said, George, I forget what George's last name was. Maybe I was getting George Janos. I'm pretty sure Janos was the last name. And I'm pretty sure that George and Jason were their names. George and Jason. Dead. Playing with a gun. While drunk. At a stranger house party. Dead. Could you imagine shooting your friend's head off? And by the way, this is Canada, right? You know us and guns. We don't really have any up here, but we do. We don't, but we do. So, could you imagine shooting your best friend's head off? And then just, like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I can't live. Boom, kill yourself. So, yeah, guns ain't toys. They are murder tools. I think that's the key. They're not for self-defense. They're not for anything. They're tools for killing. The only reason they should be in your hand is for you to either be wanting to kill someone or learning to kill someone. That's it. Otherwise, don't touch it. Or like obviously you're moving it from place to place, like taking it out of your closet or out of your safe and putting it into your holster, right? But it's to kill someone. You're keeping your murder weapon close to you so that you can murder someone. That's why you touch that thing. It's a murder tool. And you just want it close to you so that if you need to murder someone, you will be able to. That's how this whole thing goes. And if it would be really shitty if you're exploiting this to get famous, but like I said, nobody got hurt. But I mean, just like the kid in Canada, the rapper fucking retard who pretended the coronavirus thing on a plane, and the plane had to turn around and inconvenience everyone and cost all sorts of millions of dollars and bullshit, all to get some lights and cameras in action on his face, his stupid little face. Well, it's not my fault the industry is like that you have to do crazy things in order to get noticed. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you and fuck everything that you are around. You need some better parents, you dumbass. You fucking little twit retard. But whatever. This one is not as bad as that. This one, he's kind of destroyed himself, and maybe he can come back, and maybe I don't know. It's kind of a self thing. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I don't care about that. I care about the philosophy and talking about gun safety and stuff like that. And when things like this come up, you can have a nice chat about decent things that kind of make sense and you can extract things from. Anyway, we'll talk to you later. Bye now.